What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadski. I am back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking on the second stages of the Halloween fortnights, being the Sugar stage. Now, last week, the Rebecca stage was out, and next week, we're going to be getting Halloween Corazon. And then the week after Corazon, all three of these dungeons will be available to play once again. So, in this video, we're going to be breaking down the whole entire stage. We're going to go through it, and I'm going to be using a team that I've found to be pretty quick in order to actually beat the dungeon. And then at the end of the video, we're going to be breaking down this unit and whether or not she's actually worth farming or not. So before we get into it, there is no condition. The boss is obviously going to be Sugar, and Sugar actually has 3 different variations for her final stage, and you do fight her on stage 4 as well. You can drop green boosters and evolvers, and of course you can drop cotton candy on the Halloween Islands as well. And the drop rates for cotton candy are really good. The drop rates for the actual unit itself aren't really the best, but let's get straight into it. Now, the team that I am going to be using is going to be a Blackbeard team, utilizing some interesting subs. Now, the way that this team works is the fact that every single unit on this team is like exceptional and really helpful. My captain that I'm using, being the Kuzan captain, really can be replaced with any rainbow captain whatsoever, just as long as Blackbeard is either your captain or your friend captain. It actually makes this dungeon a whole lot easier. We have Frankie and Zoro and Eroge. All of those 3 characters are extremely powerful strength units that can boost themselves with their specials, and their special cooldown isn't really that high because we're not going to be using the final stage of Zoro's special. We're only going to be using, I think, stage 1 or stage 2. And we also have Magellan, because for one of the final variations against Sugar, having the poison ability makes that stage so much easier. But let's get straight into it. Now, this is definitely, in my opinion, this is probably a lot harder than the Rebecca stage, and the reason for that is that on the final stage against Sugar, preemptively on all variations of the Sugar stage, she'll actually go ahead and blow away one member on your team that is not your captain. So it is kind of annoying, especially if you actually have to use Magellan's ability in order to use his poison to kill the mob characters. If Magellan is blown away, it makes clearing that final stage like extremely difficult. But the thing is, it is a chance. She can blow away any one of your 4 characters that are not captain. So it literally is just luck of the draw. Sometimes you'll get screwed over, and sometimes you won't. But all in all, with this team, I haven't failed yet. It's been, like, there have been some times where I actually have, like, completely screwed up that final attack, but I still was able to actually, like, just completely win. So, anyways, what you want to be doing is on stage 4 with this team in particular is try and farm a strength orb on your crew. If you do that, then you can actually clear this entire room in one turn, but because we don't have a strength orb on either Eroge, Frankie, or Zoro, we're going to target down Sugar and try and take her down in a single turn. But as I said, if you do have a strength orb, you actually can target down the raccoons first, and that makes it a lot quicker if you do have at least 1 strength orb on your crew. But it's better to be safe than sorry, because Sugar, she actually does a decent amount of damage, so we want to make sure that we're not actually doing that. These guys will always give you bomb orbs. They're green, so they're going to give you all your strength, quick, and dex orbs will be changed into bombs, so just take note of that and be careful. But other than that, stage 4, that's actually it. Like, there's pretty much nothing else. Just a whole bunch of just mob characters, boosters, evolvers, and stuff like that. So stage 4 is the miniature boss, as we just did, and then stage 7 is the final boss. And as I said at the start of the video, there are 3 different variations. There is one variation with Sugar by herself, one where she's surrounded by 2 of the Dex zombie knights, and one where she's surrounded by 5 bodyguard characters. So let's see what variation we have. We actually have the knight characters, and she's going to blow away our Magellan, which is ideal here because we actually don't really need Magellan at all. So what we're going to do here is activate our specials, and we'll be good to go. Now, if you get the room that has the 5 bodyguard characters, that is where you want to go ahead and use Magellan's special ability, because it can be anyone. Like, Magellan isn't necessary, it can be anyone that just poisons, but Magellan is just good because his cooldown's reasonably low for stage 1, and also the fact that, you know, he's easily socketable and stuff like that. But anyways, as I said, we're going to be activating our specials. We don't need Eroge here. Eroge is mainly here if Zoro gets knocked away, then we can use Eroge instead to give ourselves a little bit of a boost. But let's go ahead and see how we go. Shouldn't have too many issues here. And making sure Zoro is the last hitter because he gives a type and an orb boost from Frankie and his own special ability. And there we go. pretty easy with this team. One thing I forgot to say, shout out to the Shattered Fortress, because the Shattered Fortress had the bare bones of this team created, and I've just modified it to the units that I had. So shout out to the Shattered Fortress. I will link his video in the description down below so you can see his specific team for Halloween Sugar. But let's go ahead and start breaking down this Halloween Sugar character and whether or not she's worth farming or not. So let's go ahead and check her out. Now, obviously, she's a Dex character. She's a Dex Cerebral Slasher, I believe. Yeah, Dex Cerebral Slasher. Her captain ability boosts Cerebral character's attack by 1.75 and heals 1000 HP, so not a very good captain ability at all. She has 3 sockets, which is actually pretty nice. Her special, though, will change crew's unmatching slots, so non-matching slots, block and bomb orbs will be changed into G orbs, and then reduce special charge time of 1 character on your crew for 1 turn. So the great thing about this is that it maxes at 5 turns, so a 5-turn cooldown, and you can just go ahead and activate the special, and it doesn't even matter about the orb manipulation, but you can make sure that 1 character gets their cooldown reduced, guaranteed. And because she is a slasher, slashers have one of the some of the best cooldown reducers in the game. They've got access to Abdullah and G, the Colosseum Kinemon. So, you know, and then they have access to this Sugar. So that's 3 units that already cooldown reduce, and I believe all those 3 units that I mentioned all max at 5 turns. So you can get some pretty cool shenanigans going with some cooldown reductions and basically make really cool speed teams with this unit. She's definitely not necessary in order to clear content, but she is quite helpful to have at max skill with that really low cooldown that can help you just basically speed farm certain dungeons. And also you can use her to socket out the rare recruit Sugar as well, if you really wanted to do that as well. But that's pretty much going to conclude this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you guys have, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.